Ever since we came inland in the Gambia, we started seeing loads more raptors, and Chris is currently looking at probably the best of the bunch. So Chris, what is it?
It's a martial eagle, Tim, the king of raptors. Every raptor fan's dream. Huge, massive, very powerful bird. Crest at the back, grey on top, spotted underneath. Huge, powerful legs, perched up in that tree there. And just to give you some idea of its wingspan, I'm not going to do this, I'll only do this for a martial eagle.
Oh, Chris is 6'4". So there you are, wingspan of a martial eagle.
Fantastic, just up there in that tree. Wonderful.
Okay, it's Friday the 20th of January, and sadly these guys, well apart from JJ, are heading home in a couple of hours. So bearing in mind they're stars of the Osprey video diaries, we thought we'd ask them what has been their highlight of the trip. So we'll start off with Chris.
Well, I think it's fairly straightforward for me, Tim. The martial eagle was a real high point for me. Just seeing such a huge bird of prey, it was fantastic. But it's not just the birds. There's the moments when we were travelling across the river from Tendaba, one in the morning, one in the evening. Seeing the sunrise over the River Gambia and then sunset over the River Gambia the following day was a real highlight to me.
And Linda, what about you?
Well, I particularly come here to see ospreys, and of course we've got everything else. One of my favourite trips was travelling from Tendaba camp across the river, which Chris has just mentioned, in the afternoon, and at the side of the boat we had bottlenose dolphins. We went round the creek. I won't mention everything there, although we did see crocodiles and monitor lizards and loads of birds, from malachite kingfishers to Goliath herons. But coming out into that evening sunlight and to see 2 ospreys fishing was wonderful.
Now Janine's here from Dovey. What about you, Janine?
2 things. You guys were brilliant. We did a massive detour, about 3 hours out the way, on our journey to go to Panchang, which is the area Dilas was in. Unfortunately,
was in?
Yeah,
Yes, was.
We didn't know at the time he was actually in southern Senegal. But
Several hundred miles away.
It was so great because every day before that we'd sort of wimped out during the daytime. It was just too hot. We couldn't do anything but sit around and have a few drinks. But none of that on that day. Everyone was out of the bus, probably completely unprepared for the hot weather, and went round like troopers, looking around every corner, climbing trees, trying to find him. But there was no sign of him. But beyond that, I've seen conservation in action. As we were going along on the bus, a chameleon was spotted in the middle of the road with another bus charging towards it the other way. He just couldn't let it go, ever the one to put himself in the firing line for nature. John Wright leapt off the bus, ran like a gazelle, and just swooped it.
How much has he paid her to say this?
And just slunk off with it, saving the life of a beautiful creature. So,
And he
what a
reckoned it
legend.
didn't bite him.
And it didn't bite.
Yeah, whatever. And you, Di?
I think a few things. The ground hornbill were absolutely amazing. Something I've seen in zoos weirdly before, but to see them walking around sort of in their natural habitat. The standard wing nightjars, which are one of those birds you see pictures of in the book, and you think they can't possibly look as impressive as that, and they really did. Really fantastic. Slightly less wildlifey, but still particular highlights. Tim very confidently calling out a crocodile off the Tendaba boat, which turned out to be a log.
Who allowed her to say that?
And also I have to say the moment on the Ile d'Oiseau where an osprey caught a fish about 6 feet from us while we were all looking in completely the wrong direction. And Tim was the only person to see it.
Consummate professional.
That was a particularly fine moment, I think, for the whole group there. It was naturalists and professionals at their very best there, I think.
And of course none of this would be possible without our friend and guide JJ. So JJ?
Yes, well, my main impression is you volunteers. I've been birding for so many years, and then I meet so many different people. But you people are well mannered, and then I really like your company. You know, it was very interesting to be with you guys, following these birds, reading their rings. That's just something special in my life.
Great. Well, I think we all agree it's been a fantastic week, so hope you've enjoyed following it with us.